fabulous, and welcome all of you to the final episode in our week celebrating Homechoir's 5th birthday. By this point, we were, well, established effectively 5 years ago. We have been making shows like this for 5 years now, and we're into our 6th year. And what a great week we've had. We had a folk and fun session on Monday. We had our classical celebration a couple of days ago on our actual 5th birthday. And so here we are celebrating Homechoir's homegrown talent. This is going to be a very special show where we will share together all of the what we've come to call as a community the Behind the Sofa submissions. We started the Behind the Sofa series, well, a couple of years ago now, although it wasn't the first time that I'd added my voice or instruments to recordings people had sent in, as I'm sure you'll see shortly. But I found putting together today's broadcast very, very moving indeed. Because this is an amazing choir, an amazing community of people from all over the world. We have so many submissions. We've got submissions obviously from the UK, but we've got submissions from Ireland, from the USA, from Canada, from Australia, from Singapore, from Finland, from Germany, from France, from all around the world. Everyone united in the love of music. And if you consider our world at the moment, struggling as it is with so many challenges, it is so moving and so wonderful to hear all of these voices united in the love of music. Now, where did this start? Well, it started with a submission from the USA, from Leslie, who sent me a beautiful video and a little recording of her just so moved by the sight of beautiful flowers in her garden. So she sang White Coral Bells Upon a Slender Stalk, and she sent it to me. I thought it was so lovely that I decided to harmonise it and share it with all of you. And this was the first official Behind the Sofa submission. And so you'll hear quite a lot of wind noise because Leslie was outside as she sang this. But thank you to Leslie for sending this in. And here is our first Behind the Sofa submission. It's Leslie from Chicago. Here we go.
White coral bells upon a slender stalk, lilies of the valley by my garden walk. Oh, don't you wish that you could hear them ring? That will happen only when the fairies sing.
And thus a phenomenon was born. Thank you so much, Leslie, for that. Having recorded that lovely line along with Leslie's gorgeous singing, I put the challenge out to members of Homechoir. Send me in a little song, something short, 30 seconds ideally, but something you love to sing, and a cappella if possible. And so to say that there was a big response is an understatement. We have had dozens of submissions from all over the world. And so we're going to have a little warm-up song sent to us from Fiona from the UK. And this is Ooh La La Lay, and you might want to sing along with this if you remember it. Fiona, would you please share with us your gorgeous singing? Here we go.
Ooh la la lay, another evening fades away. I know the golden sun won't disappear for long because tomorrow's another day. Ooh la la lay, another evening fades away. I know the golden sun won't disappear for long because tomorrow's another day. Ooh la la lay, another evening fades away. I know the golden sun won't disappear for long because tomorrow's another day.
Isn't that fabulous? And I can say I've taken this song all around the world. I've sung it in all sorts of places, and I've taught it to children in schools. I've sung it in full choirs. It's a fabulous submission, and that was actually one of the sneaky reasons why I asked you to send me in your favourite songs, everyone, because, well, I've learnt 30 new songs, which has been an absolute delight. So thank you for that, Fiona, and we're now going to have a song from Alison, and this is another beautiful song. This is a more mournful, I think it's a sea song, and it comes from up north. And so Alison's going to sing for us now, Have You Seen Out of My Bonny Lad? And Alison was one of the first people, along with Fiona, to answer the call for Behind the Sofa. And this is absolutely gorgeous. Take it away, Alison. Here we go.
you seen out of my bonny land? And are you sure he's well? Oh, he's gone over land with a stick in his hand. He's gone to row the hero. Yes, I've seen your bonny lad. 'Twas on the sea I saw him. His grave is green, but not with grass, and you'll never lie beside him. Have you seen out of my bonny land? And are you sure he's well? He's gone over land with a stick in his hand. He's gone to row the hero.
Isn't that a lovely song? Beautifully sung. Thank you so much, Alison. And has been pointed out in the live chat. Pretty sure that it was Alison who came up with the Behind the Sofa name for this series. And it's very much stuck. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to carry on in the same vein, gentle, lyrical, and very much sea-themed with Sailing, which Eileen recorded for us. And Eileen, like myself, lives in the West Country. And this particular song and this particular version we featured many, many times here on Homechoir. So Eileen, let's set sail. Here we go.
I am sailing.
One more time.
I am sailing. I am sailing home again across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am sailing, I am sailing home again across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free.
Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for that, Eileen. And as I say, a number of these Behind the Sofa submissions have actually replaced my version that I recorded originally, and that's very much one of them. Thank you. Now, of course, it's also the chaps who've been sending in recordings, and Mike sent in this gorgeous recording of Autumn Leaves in French, Les Forêts Mortes, and this is a really, really splendid recording. And he actually went, as many of you did, above and beyond Behind the Sofa and sent not just a recording, but he sent me lyrics and he sent me chords so that I could produce the best possible accompaniment for his really very sensitive and very, very beautiful performance. Here's Mike singing Autumn Leaves.
C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble. Toi tu m'aimais et je t'aimais. Nous vivions tous les deux ensemble. Toi qui m'aimais, moi qui t'aimais. Mais la vie, c'est pas ce qui s'aiment tout doucement, sans faire de bruit, et la mer face sur le sable, des pas des amants désunis.
That's a great performance, Mike. Really nice. Have to say, the way you handled the octave leap in there was really, really nice. The whole thing is just really classy. Thank you so much for sending that into us. And we're going to have a submission now from Carolyn, who sent us a little children's song. And this is the thing, we've had such a variety of music, of all styles, of all genres, and a variety of languages. And this is I Had a Little Nut Tree. And this is another song I'd never heard of. I'd never heard this piece. And now it's a song that I regularly sing in primary schools when I go in there. And this particular piece has delighted children, well, all around the West Country as a result of Carolyn sending it to us. So here's Carolyn singing The Little Nut Tree.
I had a little nut tree, nothing would it bear, but a silver nutmeg and a golden pear. The King of Spain's daughter came to visit me, and all for the sake of my little nut tree. Her dress was made of crimson, jet black was her hair. She asked me for my nutmeg and my golden pear. I said, so fair a princess never did I see. I'll give you all the fruit from my little nut tree. I skipped over water, I danced over sea, and all the birds in the air couldn't catch me.
Isn't that a delight? And this is at this point, I do need to thank everyone, but also just point out that most of these songs, the vast majority of them, as I've created the arrangements and the accompaniments, they get really very much stuck in my head. And that was a particularly sticky tune. It took me a long time to get a shot of that. I mean, I don't know what my head's going to be like for the rest of the day after sharing 32 earworms with all of you. I'll be interested to see what's playing in my head later on. But that is a particularly catchy song and a gorgeous performance from Carolyn. Thank you very, very much indeed. Now, another song that is well established on this channel, but this particular gentleman's performance has become the iconic one here on the channel. This is Michael, who sent in this recording of just the straightforward first verse and refrain from Go Down Moses, and every time we've sung it since, he has started and finished the performance because he does it so, so beautifully. So everyone, here is Michael, and he is going to sing for us now a little bit of Go Down Moses. Here we go.
When Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell Pharaoh to let my people go.
That's a really, really good performance, Michael. Thank you. And you can see, everyone, why whenever we sing that song, Michael always sings the solo, because he absolutely nailed it. And from my point of view, it has been such a delight adding instruments, and in some cases adding my voice to yours, everyone, because I get to sing with all of you, and you're all so fantastic at this. We're going to have something, again, completely different. We're going to have a bit of Grieg, as sung for us by Nicola. And I love the music of Grieg. I've conducted the Peer Gynt suite a number of times, but this is a particularly beautiful rendition of Solveig sang. So take it away, Nicola. Here we go. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Nicola. Beautifully sung, beautifully chosen. A piece that I think we need to actually do more here on the channel, maybe in a harmonised version. But thank you so much for that lovely bit of Grieg. Now, our next Behind the Sofa is a bit unusual because, well, although it was given to us, it was actually recorded by me. I didn't sing it, but Lorraine flew to the UK for our home choir Come and Sing a couple of years ago, and she asked to sing this and asked me to record it in the chapel at St Monica's where we were at lunchtime. So you might hear a little bit of hubbub in the background. That's home choristers, but this is Lorraine singing Le Cul de Poissons at St Monica's, and this is her Behind the Sofa submission. Here we go.
Il est pour les poissons une école dans la mer où l'on apprend la Bible et les bonnes manières. Oh, petits poissons aux écailles dorées, c'est le gouvernail qui sert à naviguer. Essuie bien ton nez dans le mouchoir à carreaux et tiens bien tout droit la nageoire de ton dos. Oh, petit poisson aux écailles dorées, faut faire mousser l'eau pour pouvoir se laver.
Absolutely perfect for Behind the Sofa. Beautifully sung and so moving to consider that Lorraine flew hundreds of miles to sing with us on that day. And rather than taking a rest at lunchtime, she wanted to sing for all of us. Thank you so much, Lorraine. That was gorgeous. Now, another beautiful voice. We're going to hear from Nikki now. And I can hear the no coming from Northern Ireland. But this is a gorgeous rendition of Voi Che Sapete from the Marriage of Figaro. This is an absolutely beautiful rendition of that lovely bit of Mozart. Not the last bit of Mozart we'll hear today, but this, I have to say, was exquisitely recorded. Not an easy piece and beautifully sung by Nikki. So take it away, Nikki. Here we go.
Tell me what love is. What can it be? What is this yearning, burning in me? What is this yearning, burning in me? What is this yearning, burning in me?
There we are. Absolutely exquisite. I have to say, folks, the combined talent of home choir is absolutely astonishing. And I hope those of you listening who are listening to other people and being so positive and so lovely to them, and then being a little bit down on their own voices, I hope you can accept all of the praise and all the love from everyone else, because it's very easy to criticise your own voice. It's a harder thing to go, actually, I'm proud of myself, and you should be. Everyone who sent something in should be really, really proud of themselves. And we're going to have a very special submission now. And this was not a Behind the Sofa submission, but in many ways it was the prototype for what was to follow. And it's from a dear friend of ours who sadly is not with us anymore. We all remember, those of us who've been members of this channel and part of Home Choir for many years, we all remember dear Norb, who was a mainstay of Home Choir for, well, the first 3 years or so. And he very sadly passed away a couple of years ago, but his voice is still heard in all of our Sing and Send sessions. And this particular piece he was passionate about. This is Sankta Lucia. And even though he wasn't Swedish, he loved the Swedish language, and he recorded this for us so we could sing it as part of the Swedish celebration of lights. And so this is Norb's performance, everyone, of Sankta Lucia, with a little bit of support from yours truly. Here we go.
Natten går tunga fjäd, runt gård och stuva, kring jord som solförled, skuggorna ruva. Natten går tunga fjäd, runt gård och stuva, kring jord som solförled, skuggorna ruva. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger
There we go, everyone. How lovely to hear Norb's voice still with us, still singing with us after all of these years. And a song that meant the world to Norb, and indeed to all of us, is Vem Kan Segla Förutom Vind, which he sent to us and has been sent to us by the wonderful Susanna, whose voice and cantaloupe playing has formed such a key part of home choir. And it's really hard to imagine home choir without her fabulous, her unique and her passionate contribution to what we do. So Susanna, would you sing the wonderful Vem Kan Segla Förutom Vind for us? Here we go.
Vem kan segla förutom vind? Vem kan röra den år? Vem kan skiljas från vännen sin utan att fälla tårar? Jag kan segla förutom vind, jag kan röra kanalen, men det skiljas från vännen min, utan att fälla tårar.
What a gorgeous and very special recording. Thank you so much, Susanna, not just for that, but for all of the musical support you've shown home choir over the years. Isn't that special, everyone? Now we're going to ask Sheelagh to sing for us now, and we do a lot of folk music here on the channel, and we love to hear songs from the folk tradition. This is I Dreamt I Dwelt in Marble Halls, a beautiful song from Ireland, and here's Sheelagh to sing it for us. Here we go.
I dwelt in marble halls, with vassals and serfs at my side, and with flowers assembled within those walls, that I was the hope and the pride. I had lived as far too great to count, and a highland sailor's but I also dreamt, which pleased me most, that you loved me still the same, that you loved me, you loved me still the same, that you loved me, you loved me still the
I love how gentle and sensitive that performance is. So beautiful, so tuneful. Thank you so much for that, Sheelagh. Now we're going to have a beautiful song, again, which I didn't know, sent in to us by Jeanne. And this is Love Will Find Out the Way. And sometimes when I'm putting these arrangements together, it's a simple job of just harmonizing. But in this case, I just thought this had such a lovely Baroque character that, well, I decided to set it in the style of a British Baroque composer, maybe Purcell or Boyce or one of that crowd. So here's Jeanne singing the beautiful Baroque version of Love Will Find Out the Way. Another really beautiful song, sung beautifully and really, really catchy. I remember that song took about a week to leave my head after I recorded that. And thank you, Jeanne, for sending in that beautiful tune, which I don't think any of us knew before and has very much enhanced our time on Homechoir. Now, this next one sent in to us by Michael from Singapore. And Michael's a very accomplished singer and multi-tracker. He has his own YouTube channel where he uploads multi-track songs, and he sent this one in for us. This is a Japanese song called Furusato, and he has sung all 4 parts, so I haven't added anything to this. This is all Michael, and so I'm going to ask him to sing for us. All the way from Singapore, here is Michael with Furusato.
Usagi o nishikano
There we go. Beautifully, beautifully sung. Multi-tracked voices. All Michael. I know a little bit about that, I have to say, about recording yourself and creating harmony. It's not actually the easiest thing in the world to do, and Michael has made it sound easy, and a beautiful, beautiful song that, again, most of us would never have heard were it not for Michael stepping up from behind the sofa. Now, a song that has very much again got stuck in my head as soon as I heard it is Ruth's recording of Dear Lenz, and this is about spring, and quite appropriate for us here in the UK, although just as we're playing this, it's looking a little overcast, but I think the Homechoir effect will ring through in the form of Ruth's wonderful, wonderful singing. And we've had songs in French, we've had Japanese, we've had Swedish, we have had all sorts, now a bit of German. Take it away, Ruth, here we go.
Nun will der Lenz uns grüßen, vom Mittag weht es laut, aus allen Ecken sprießen die Blumen rot und blau, draus um die braune Heide sich ein Gewand gar fein und lädt im Festtagskleide zum Maientanze ein.
There we go. The perfect behind the sofa submission. A song that means a lot to the person sending it in, and is now part of the collective lives of people all around the world, sharing our favourite tunes and enjoying the love of music. Again, beautifully sung, Ruth. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to have a song now in Dutch, sent to us by Atie. And this is a song that actually we've come to know very well because it's formed an essential part of our festive celebrations. This is Midden in de Winternacht and sung for us by Atie. Here's a bit of music in Dutch.
Midden in de winternacht ging de hemel open, die ons heel der wereld bracht, antwoord op ons hopen. Elke vogel zingt zijn lied, vertelt waarom zingt hij niet. Laat de zee verslaan, laat hem fluiten aan, laat hem bel, laat hem trom, laat hem beltrom horen. Christus is geboren.
There we are. Absolutely lovely. I extended it and had Atie sing it twice and added some extra bits to turn it into one of our regular Christmas songs. And again, I'd never heard it before. It is now thoroughly stuck in my head and beautifully sung one more time. Thank you so much, Atie. And we're now going to hear from Emma. And Emma sent us in a very short but very beautiful section of a song called When I Put Out to Sea. And there's a lot of choristers who send us in songs about the water. And Emma, with her background, well, it makes perfect sense for her to send in a beautiful song about the sea. So Emma, take it away.
Sunset and evening star and one clear coffin me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. When I put out to sea, when I put out to sea, may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. Sunset and evening star and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. When I put out to sea, when I put out to sea, may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea.
Absolutely beautiful. Such a lovely song, so beautifully and sensitively and soulfully sung. Thank you, Emma, and thank you for all that you do for Home Choir. It really is so appreciated. And the more eagle-eared amongst you will have noticed that there was a choir sound in the background, which was the home choir instrument, where I've taken samples of the submissions that you, Home Choir, have sent in throughout the years, and I can play a gentle choir sound, which is the combined voices of Home Choir. So you were very much accompanied there, Emma, by the United Nations of Home Choir. Now we're going to have another one of these songs that, well, since this submission has changed the way we perform this song on the channel, because now every time we sing Shenandoah, it's Alan who is singing it for us. And I've known Alan for many years, delighted to have him send in a submission. And so, Alan, here is you singing the wonderful Shenandoah, and we can all enjoy your wonderful performance. Here we go.
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound away, cross the winding Lost the white majority.
Well, you can hear straight away why we use that recording now as the solo part of any performance of Shenandoah that we share here on the channel. Thank you, Alan. Beautifully sung. What an incredibly talented community of singers we have, everyone. Wouldn't you agree? As you listen to each of these individual voices, when they sing on their own, they have such heart and sensitivity and beauty in their voices. And when we sing together, the voices elevate each other. So we are genuinely greater than the sum of our parts. But my goodness me, what amazing singers you all are. And we're going to have another song about the sea, this time sung by Glenys. And this is Harbour. And it's a song, again, I'd never heard before. Such a pleasure to put together harmonies to support this song by Anna Tabush and sung beautifully by Glenys. Take it away for us. Here we go.
When you've crossed the stormy waters, come walk ashore. Bring your sons and bring your daughters. One day no more. For our door is always open, and our heart is always warm. When you need a place to shelter, we're a harbour in the storm.
Fantastic. Thank you again, Glenys. Thank you to everyone who sent in these songs, because so many of them were new to all of us, and it really touches the heart to hear people singing their favourite pieces. Another song about the sea. I've put a few of them together. This time we're going to hear from Liz from Norfolk, who sent in Trade Winds. And we do actually now sing the full version of this with Liz as solo, but this is the original, slightly shortened version, which Liz sent in to us. Beautiful, beautiful lyrics and gorgeous, gorgeous singing. Here's Liz with Trade Winds.
In the harbour, in the island, in the Spanish seas, for the tiny white houses and the orange trees, and day long, night long, the cool and pleasant breeze of the steady trade winds blowing. There is the red wine, the nutty Spanish ale, the shuffle of the dancers, and the oars so stale, the squeaking fiddle, and the sawing in the sail of the steady trade winds blowing.
Wonderful, Liz. Thank you. And thank you again for sharing a song that I didn't know that's now become a mainstay of our fun here on Homechoir. And we're going to hear now from Diane, and she sent us in this beautiful Christmas song in Portuguese. And again, just think about how many languages, how many nations are represented here just on today's broadcast, let alone around the world. What a great privilege it is to be part of this community. And this is a song we learnt just before Christmas last year, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Here is Diane to sing for us.
Eu hei de vir ao presépio e as santo varão cantinho a ver como Deus menino nasceu lá tão pobrezinho. Oh, meu menino Jesus, que tendes notas chorais, deu-me minha mãe beijo, chorou porque nem demais.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Diane. What a lovely, lovely pure voice. You have so many of you sending in these beautiful, beautiful recordings. We're all so privileged and so honoured. Thank you for sharing that with us. And that is now part firmly established of our Christmas repertoire every year. Thank you. Now we're going to have a piece now that's been sent to us from Brazil. And Soraya has sent this in to us. And again, a song I didn't know. My Portuguese is not very good, so she very kindly sent in pronunciation as well. And so a little bit of Marinheiro Só, as sung for us by the wonderful Soraya from Brazil. Here we go.
Eu não sou daqui, eu não tenho amor, eu sou da Bahia, de São Salvador. Eu não sou daqui, eu não tenho amor, eu sou da Bahia, de São Salvador. Ó marinheiro, marinheiro, quem te ensinou a nadar? Ou foi o tombo do navio? Ou foi o balanço do mar? Lá vem, como ele vem faceiro, todo de branco, com seu bonezinho.
You just can't help but want to move to that piece. So beautifully sung again, Soraya, thank you. And for sharing a song. Again, none of us would have known were it not for you sending it from your part of the world. All of these voices, all of these nations singing together on Homechoir. It's fabulous. And again, someone else from another distant part of the world from where we are in Bristol, but sending their music out to us. This is Jeffrey from Australia. And he has sent us in a bit of this gorgeous song by Julie Perrin and Robin Mann, Deep Stillness. And this is a song I know that means a lot to him and now means a lot to all of us. So, Jeff, take it away. Here we go.
For you, deep stillness of the silent inland. For you, deep blue of the desert skies. For you, flame red of the rocks and stones. For you, sweet water from hidden springs. From the edges seek the pathlands. And when you're burnt by the journey, may the cool winds of the hovering spirit soothe and replenish you. In the name of Christ, in the name of Christ, in the name of Christ.
An Australian song sent to us from Down Under and shared with everyone here on Homechoir. And as we stream this live, well, it's the middle of the night where Jeffrey and Margaret are, but thank you for sending that in to us. And when you see this, well, do please double check the live chat and you'll see all of the love that's streaming up in the comments and indeed below the video. That's one of the things that I love most about this job of mine, coming online and sharing this music with all of you, is seeing the love that you show for each other. And again, what a special thing we do, sharing a love of music. Doesn't matter where in the world we are, what country we live in, it's all about the community and sharing music together. And we're going to have another folk song now, sung for us by Gaynor, who I have to say has given Maddie Pryor of Steel Ice Band a run for money. It's a fabulous performance of Misty Moisty Morning. Take it away, Gaynor.
One misty, moisty morning when cloudy was the weather, I met with an old man clothed all in leather. He was clothed all in leather with a cap beneath his chin, singing how to do and how to do and how to do again. I went a little further and there I met a maid. I'm going a-milking, milking, sir, she said. Then I began to compliment and she began to sing, singing how to do and how to do and how to do again.
I have in time and leisure, I spent a vacant hour a-telling of my treasure while sitting in the bower. With many kind embraces I stroked her double chin, singing how d'ye do and how d'ye do and how d'ye do again. I said that I would marry me and that she would be my bride, and long we should not tarry, and 20 things beside. How plough and sow and leap and mow, and you should sit and spin, singing how d'ye do and how d'ye do and how d'ye do again. The parents then consented, all parties were agreed. The portion 30 shillings, we married her with speed. Then Will the piper he did play while others dance and sing, singing how d'ye do and how d'ye do and how d'ye do again, singing how d'ye do and how d'ye do and how d'ye do and how d'ye do and how d'ye do again.
Oh, I had such fun recording along with that one, Gaynor. Oh, brilliant, brilliant singing. So inspirational to hear all of these voices, as I say, and that was great fun. As I say, Maddie Pryor, she needs to watch out. That was absolutely fantastic. And we have just a couple of behind the sofas that we've heard before to go before we enter the new ones that you haven't heard yet. And this next one is Jackie, who sent us in this beautiful rendition of Ye Banks and Braes of Bonny Doon. And again, just so beautifully sung, so sensitive, so gorgeous, a song I didn't know before, and now, well, I can't imagine Homechoir without it and without her voice. Here is Jackie singing Ye Banks and Braes.
Ye banks and braes of Bonny Doon, how can ye bloom sae fresh and fair? How can ye chaunt, ye little birds, and I say weary, full of care? You'll break my heart, ye warbling birds that warbles on the flowery thorn. Remind me, oh, departed joys, departed never to return.
There we are. As Jill has said, a Scottish song. Absolutely. I think we could count up the number of different nationalities represented just by Behind the Sofa. I think it would give us all great cause to celebrate and smile. And I think we all feel very, very happy after hearing Jackie sing that so beautifully. And we've got one more that we've heard before the new ones. And this is sent in to us by David from the USA, and we're going to have a little blast of him singing Country Roads by John Denver. And David has got into the multi-tracking as well. We heard him sing Blackbird just the other week. It's a fabulous bass. Here is David singing a bit of Country Roads.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains.
Let's sing along.
Like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
Oh, fabulous, David. The full thing, of course, if you haven't heard it, do go along and look up Homechoir's Country Roads Take Me Home from a few weeks ago. Such a great voice. Thank you, David, for sending that in. As I said, you, sir, are an excellent bass. But we're now entering a new area. We are still behind the sofa, but it's a part we haven't reached yet. Okay, and this is where we're going to find the last submissions for today. And these people have been unbelievably patient, in some cases waiting, I'm really ashamed to say, for months, in one case more than a year, to hear their submission turned into Behind the Sofa here on Homechoir. So to all of these people, thank you for your patience. And first up is the wonderful Leslie, who has sent us in a recording of her singing one of her favourite songs from Homechoir. This is I'll Build a Stairway to Paradise by Gershwin. And, well, Leslie, you sing this so beautifully. We'll all be dancing along with you. Here is Leslie singing Stairway to Paradise.
I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price, step aside along my way. I got the blues, sun up above is so fair. Shoes don't wanna carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day.
How about that? Talk about getting your toes tapping. Well done, Leslie. Thank you for sending that in to us. I'm so, so grateful for your gorgeous singing and for all the support you've shown Homechoir. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely lovely. Now, another mainstay of the choir is Dave, and Dave has been singing with us along with Jill for many, many, many years, and he sent me in. I have to say this was one of the more challenging behind the sofa submissions, which is one of the reasons why it wasn't done quite as quickly as some of the others. He sent me in a bit of Mozart, but he didn't send in the tune. He sent in the bass part for the credo from Mozart's Coronation Mass, and it was very much the sort of, right, I need to roll my sleeves up for this one. And he took it at quite a pace, but he sings it absolutely fantastically. So Dave is singing bass here. The Patchway Cathedral Choir and Organ are working overtime to fit with his fabulous singing. Here is Mozart's Creed from the Coronation Mass, led by Dave. Here we go.
Credo in unum Deum in unum Deum Patrem omnipotentem Factor intelligente Visibilium omnium omnium et invisibilium.
There we are. Short and sweet and absolutely blisteringly fast, but so much fun. And thank you so much for sending that in to us, Dave. He's really inspired me. We shall be doing some of the Mozart Coronation Mass here on the channel because it's not desperately difficult and it's a lot of fun, and we will have Dave to thank for that. And thank you for your brilliant singing, Dave. Super stuff. Now we're going to hear from Carolyn, who has sent us in a beautiful version of the Ash Grove. She sung it and accompanied herself on guitar, so all I had to do is put it in a little bit of an acoustic and add a little bit of harmony, but not a lot. This is Karen singing the Ash Grove for us. Thanks so much for this, Karen, and do enjoy, everyone. Here we go.
Down yonder green valley where streamlets meander, when twilight is fading, I can safely roam towards the blackbird was cheerfully singing. I first met my true love, the joy of my heart. Around us for gladness, the bluebirds were reading. I little did I thought how soon we should part.
Absolutely beautiful. And Karen has been again such a supporter of Homechoir. She's sung for so many of our sing and sends. Never heard her play the guitar though. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Karen. Now we've got two more to come, and this next one, well, this is from Irena, and it's our first Polish song here on the channel. Again, just count up the submissions from all around the world. Irena has sent this in to us, and I heard this. I have to say, it's one of the more moving performances because it's so gentle, it's so sensitive. I didn't add anything vocally to this. All I did is put in some very, very simple chords to support, I think, one of the more genuinely beautiful recordings I've heard. This is Irena singing Gondolieri. Here we go.
Daleko gdzieś Wenecja, gondole z lampionami,
It's not often I'm lost for words, those of you followers of this channel, but wow, that's just sublime. Actually, I have to say, Irena, if you wouldn't mind recording the whole thing for us, I don't think any of us would be anything other than delighted and thrilled to have you sing it for us. That was stunning. And thank you for sending it in to us. And we're going to finish off with one more song in Spanish, sung for us by someone from Canada. So this is sent in to us by Dorothy, who is a very, very accomplished YouTuber herself. You may have seen her puppet videos, which are legendary. Well, this is her singing something completely different. This is Limeña, and a lot of fun was had just very gently supporting Dorothy's fabulous voice. And this is our final piece from Behind the Sofa, and I've left it to last because I know Dorothy has had to get up very early to come and be here. So hopefully you hear Dorothy, and I hope we can all enjoy your fabulous music. Here's a bit of guitar first, though.
Que tienes alma de tradición, repican las castañuelas de tu tacón, pasito a paso, caminando por la vereda que va entonando, como si fuera un bordón, compases de marinera con tu tacón, boquilla de caramelo, cutis de cera, magnolia que se ha escapado de la alameda. En tu sonrisa hay un pañuelo que enamorado llega hasta el cielo, perfumado de jazmín, para bailar marineras por San Martín.
That's so much fun. And talk about catchy. Dorothy, a fabulous performance, a brilliant choice of song. And I have not been able to get that out of my head since I recorded the guides for that and the accompaniment. Exquisite. And everyone, thank you for sending those in for us. And whether you've been hiding behind the sofa all the way through, or whether you have been standing front and centre and thanking everyone for the praise that they've been showing you, I think everyone should accept a round of applause for an extraordinary Homechoir broadcast, the first one of its kind, sharing all of these behind the sofa submissions. And well, I just want to say again, thank you all of you for your support. And thank you everyone for watching today. But of course, at the heart of everything we do is the message of today. It's bringing people together from all around the world, regardless of where they live, regardless of the political situation in their country or in their region. Homechoir is a place where everyone is welcome, where all songs can be heard, all languages can be spoken, and everyone can enjoy the love of music. So if you have enjoyed today, please remember to subscribe. You might want to give a donation to Homechoir to help us keep doing this work. But we absolutely love seeing you all, and in particular, for today, hearing you all sing. So enjoy your weekend, everyone, and we'll see you on Sunday morning. Take care. Homechoir, all the best. Bye.